Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So it's time for highlight of the month for November 2025, and this month it is Mr. Gimmick. So without further ado, let's have a look at the details and let's have a quick playthrough of the game. Okay guys, so let's have a look at Mr. Gimmick. This is the highlight of the month for November. Obviously it will be available on all your Evercade devices from the Evercade EXP, VS and the Alpha. It's not available on the Super Pockets or the original Evercade handheld. And obviously you don't have to update, you can still play away at the last one if you want to, or as long as you want to keep playing that. But if you want the latest sort of firmware and the latest updates, then I would definitely suggest keeping those up to date, and then you'll get the latest highlight of the month as well. It gives you a chance, I guess, to look at a game that you may not actually own, and obviously maybe gives a chance for everyone to play the game at the same time as well in the community. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of the highlight of the month, to be honest. The fact I probably have all the carts, I don't really get an awful lot out of this anyway. It's definitely aimed at the folks that don't have all the carts and maybe are new to Evercade, so you can maybe get a sample of some of the games that are available on Evercade, and if you like it enough, you might want to go and buy the cart. I think that's the purpose of that. It's on Sunsoft Collection 1. This was released a couple of years ago, I believe. Obviously the game itself is an 8-bit NES game that was released originally in Japan in 1993. And the only release outside of Japan was actually in Scandinavia, where it was obviously renamed Mr. Gimmick. There's a lot of information there about the game. Now, it is an absolute brutal sort of platforming game. It is not for the faint-hearted. Has some great music through it, and it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security a little bit. It seems like a cutesy platformer. Obviously, looking at the graphics, it does look like a cutesy platformer, but it is not a cutesy platformer. It is for the hardcore platforming experts out there that love a good challenge. It is a tricky game. Even trying to brutalise save states, you will definitely struggle at times to get through this. And I'm not really a big fan of this. I'd probably have preferred to see the Euphoria game that's on the same collection. I thought that was a far superior game, and I absolutely loved that. But sadly, they've picked Mr. Gimmick. I'm not entirely sure who at Blaze decided this is a good idea, but they love, obviously, to make us cry with these really tough games. But I'm sure if you like your challenging games, then you might absolutely love it. It is a kind of a classic game, there's no doubt about it, but it's a challenge, and I'm not really sure how many people will put up with the extreme challenge that it's got on offer, and that certainly won't be me. I've played through it a little bit and I enjoyed it to a point, but I got a lot of frustration out of it, and it's definitely one of those that will probably cause you to throw your Evercade device or joypad off the ceiling or off the wall or something in absolute rage. But yeah, there's a nice piece there. There's also a video that Pete's put together from Blaze if you want to sort of get some more information about the game, maybe even some tips on how to actually play it properly. So you probably won't get that from watching my gameplay, that's for sure. So as always, we'll have a quick sort of look at the patch notes for the different devices. I don't think there's really been any changes of notes that we can talk about. There is a few things, but nothing major. Obviously, with the previous highlight of the month is gone, now we have Mr. Gimmick. We've got some Japanese localization updates. This is for the EXPR, and they fixed an issue with button mapping on Neo Geo Arcade 2 and Neo Geo Arcade 3. Not really sure what that's all about. As usual, they never go into any huge amounts of details. Maybe they got some of the buttons round the wrong way, which wouldn't be totally surprising. I would love if they give us a little bit more information than just telling you some basic info. Tell us what the heck was actually going on. That would be so much nicer. Now we've got the VS. Basically, it's exactly the same as the EXPR. I think there is a slight difference to the Alpha. There's some updates for the Alpha as well that's additional to what's on the EXP and the VS. So there's updated bezels for the Evercade Alpha Taito edition. Again, not entirely sure what that's all about. It would be nice to get some more information. Anyway guys, let's get the VS updated and we'll have a quick bash through Mr. Gimmick. I cannot wait. Okay guys, so once you've got your VS or EXP or your Alpha updated, you'll have access to Mr. Gimmick. Now sadly there's not any more hidden games unlocked. There's nothing really much to talk about with the sort of library as well. That's pretty much all up to date, and that will be until I guess we get more cart announcements, which probably will be till next year. We might even get something sneaked into December for release in January or February. That's been done before, so you never know. But it's definitely nice to see there. We've got 78 carts collected. Obviously, I've had the latest cart sent to me for review purposes. I am working through Rare Collection at the moment, which I'm actually really enjoying more than I thought I would. So that is quite surprising. It's pretty good. Obviously today we uploaded the Activision video, which is obviously really good. I enjoyed it, but it's obviously only really for those that have nostalgia for that. And the Lamasoft I'm leaving till the end. It's going to take some time to go through 27 games, so we'll get there at some point. And we've obviously covered the Neo Geo arcade collections, which are really good as well. They are all out at the end of the month everywhere. Obviously North America already has the Neo Geo Arcade 2 and 3 carts in their possessions, or they are available now if you haven't already bought them. Crazy, we think we've got 668 games overall. We've now got how many carts is that? I've actually lost count. 78 carts all in on Evercade, which is absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, stay tuned. There's going to be lots more footage. I'm going to try and cover all the latest carts on the Alpha as well, and on the Super Pockets. It's going to take some time to get through, but stay tuned. I will try and do that my best. And then perhaps, obviously, next month we will cover my favourite carts of the year, that type of thing. The usual stuff that we do at the end of this Evercade year and the end of our year, I guess, which is usually nice to look back on. But anyway, let's have a look at Mr. Gimmick. I'm not a big fan of this game because it's just very frustrating to play, but there's no doubt it does have a lot of qualities. The music is brilliant. Certainly one of the highlights about this game. Control wise, it's quite simple, I guess, to control. B for jump, A for throwing the star. You need to actually hold down the A button to sort of activate the star, which you can then throw, and you can actually use it as a platform as well. It's very tricky to pull off, right enough, but there are secret areas you can reach by using the star that you throw as a sort of platform. And also you pick up some various weapons as well, some upgrades, and also health potions that you see throughout the game. So if you sort of hold down the button and press up, you will use those potions, and you'll probably need them as you go through the game. I have had a quick bash at it just to get a couple of levels in, but it's a tough old game. It really, really is. There's some more information about the game here, but yeah, it is a tough game, and even funny enough, to earn the game's true ending, you'll need to find the secret areas. Yeah, I'm never going to get that far. I just do not have the patience to go through it. I'll probably pull my hair out in process, so I have to stop when games get this frustration. But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to play through a little bit of Mr. Gimmick and let me know your thoughts. Do you like this game? Is this your type of thing? Personally, I think I would have rather they chose Euphoria as the game of the month or highlight of the month. I think that's a far better game and more enjoyable and certainly less frustrating. Anyway, guys, here is Mr. Gimmick.